Hello everybody, Coach Kellen again. We are just going to go through with everybody some of the new procedures and things like that for when we reopen the gym on Monday. We will be returning to our regular class schedule on Monday. So all classes, whatever class you were coming to before, nothing changes for you. Everything is going to be the same. So some things to start off with, the most obvious things that are going to be different. You will be dropping your child off right over there underneath of the overhang that's over there. The front desk will actually be located right by the front door, right up here. So Miss Angelica will be at the desk. You will drop your child off there for most of you guys. I'm not going to get too close because that's kind of noisy. But you will drop your child off there. What we're suggesting to everybody, since a lot of people... you have kids that are in elementary school, and a lot of you guys have those little hooks that go over your rear view mirror when you go to pick the kids up if they're car riders, and it has their child's name on it. That can make things a lot easier and a lot quicker, so that when we have a line of cars coming through the overhang, that we'll be able to easily see your child's name so that Angelica can check them in, whoever's at the front desk can get them checked in a lot quicker. So that's a really good thing to do for you guys who have that already.
And for pickup.
For pickup as well. So you'll be dropping them off by the front door, and this is actually where you'll be picking them up. You drop them off there, and you just drive down a little ways to here. Cars can pull in through this area right here, and you'll actually be picking them up out this door. We will have staff that will be dismissing the children. That will be waiting here at the door. We have radios so that as parents come through, Miss Angelica at the desk or whoever's at the desk will radio over to the people that are over here so that we can make sure that child is ready to go when you pull up so that they can simply go out to you. Some of the other things, I'm going to take you through the gym. Okay, some of the first things you'll notice is that the waiting area over there has now become gym space. And the reason for that is, number one, obviously, the bleacher seating that we had there before is no longer conducive to the social distancing requirements that were required. So that area has actually been changed into gym space so that we can spread our equipment out more, spread the children out more, which not only makes it better to keep the kids separated, but it also makes the gym easier to clean. You'll look around the gym and you'll see that equipment is spread out a little bit more. Some of the equipment has been rearranged. Our beam area has been spread out a lot more so that children can practice on the beams without being too close to one another. Our ninja area has been changed around a little bit too. We've actually added some ninja space and pieces to our ninja course that is right over here. And that's going to allow for our ninja classes to be able to also be spread out more without being too close to one another while they're working. And we've added a lot of actually really cool, exciting things. Some of you may remember these from the red zone, and we were able to put them back over here along with our dream catchers. The warped wall has been moved over here. We've added new things as well, such as the ladder, the hanging ladder that goes from side to side. So we've also spruced things up with some nice decorations over the gym just to make it look nicer. We want you guys to come back and be excited as we are about reopening and everything. Some of the other things that you'll notice, we have sections in the gym. When people come in, there are 3 different sections. There we go, Vanna White right there. So you'll notice there are different sections of the gym that have X's placed in them. There's a section here. There's another section of X's over here, all of which are placed 6 feet apart to accommodate classes, and another section over here. And when classes come in, we never have more than 3 classes running at one time. So this allows 3 different classes to run simultaneously with maintaining good social distance. Another change that will be happening is that your curriculum for your classes, you may know that when your children came to classes before, they would typically go to all 4 of the events each class. So they would go to bars, beam, floor, and vault for those of you who have girls in gymnastics. That is going to change. And what it's going to allow for is children will be over here doing a class on the balance beams and on the floor for 1 hour of class. So there'll be 2 events per class instead of 4. And the reason for that is while this class is going on here and this half of the gym is being utilized by classes, that gives us a full hour in between classes to sanitize this section of the gym. So for the next hour, after these kids are done using this half of the gym and it's time for the next hour of class, we'll switch over to this side of the gym where they'll be practicing on the bars, the uneven bars, as well as the vault, this vaulting station here. Okay, and while that equipment is being utilized, that'll give us a chance to sanitize this half of the gym. So what our goal is to every hour after every class, as per the requirements of sanitizing equipment, it gives us a really good time to really make sure that everything's sanitized nice and clean. We will be doing things such as using steam mops on the mats so that we can make sure things are sanitized there. We are getting some equipment to sanitize the beams and bars well, such as UV wands. We also will have our coaches. We'll all be wearing masks, and this is probably something that a lot of you are wondering about. Coaches, and I'll actually show you what they have. Coaches will be having, these are the required masks, so every coach will be wearing that, and every coach will also have hand sanitizer with them, okay, while they're around the gym. And the one thing you may be wondering is whether or not your child has to wear a mask, and the answer to that is they're not going to be required to. If you want your child to come with a mask on, they're absolutely welcome to. It's just not going to be a requirement. So we do encourage it because obviously we want to be as safe as possible. If you want your child to come in a mask, that's great, but we are not going to turn anybody away if they're not wearing a mask. One other thing that you'll notice is that since this area is now gym space, not only is the seating not there, but you'll notice there are no cubbies. And that is obviously on purpose because for the kids, if there's cubbies, people are going to be congregating and then we're not going to have social distancing. So instead, what Ivy here is trying to tell everybody is that we want everybody to bring a bag. This is Coach Brian's nifty MGA bag, okay? It does not, obviously you're not going to be required to have our bag, but we will have available ones for you to purchase, but just a bag about that size, okay? And inside you can have your water bottle, okay? We are not going to have kids go out the door to the water fountain because obviously the water fountain is a place where it's, a chance to spread germs, and we would rather everybody drink out of a water bottle. So bring a water bottle. You can have your face mask in there if your child is wearing a face mask, as well as a snack, especially for people who are going to be here longer for like team members and things like that, and hand sanitizer.
One thing that's missing is their shoes. They can put their shoes inside the bag, and they can also have a towel to wipe their face or any sweat because we want them to stay. And encourage the kids to wear their leotard and biker shorts, and we are going to require socks. So they're going to have socks on their feet, and we would suggest you guys do the kind that have the little
grippy.
Like the grippy things on them. If you don't have those, it's fine, but we'll help them if they have the grippy things. But they are going to have socks on.
And a lot of times what girls do at competitions, because when you go to competitions and girls have to go use the restroom or things like that, a really good thing instead of tennis shoes, if they wear flip-flops. So if they wear the flip-flops, they can put them on and off easily if they need to go use the restroom, come back. It's also something that's smaller and easier to fit inside of their bag. Okay, so yes. We're going to switch over here to the Coach Brian.
The only people that are going to come through this door are going to be the students. There'll be an exception with preschool moms, and the preschool moms will have to have masks on. Even to work with their own children, they will have to have a mask on. So the only adults that are going to come through this door are coaches and the preschool moms and dads. Other than that, the children with their bag, they will stay together. Your bag will go from event to event, and they will stay with their bag. When they leave, everything that's in your bag will go out that back door and go over to the cars, and a new group of children will come through this door. That way we don't have changeover. Okay?
Something else that you'll notice is that we have Coach Haley here teaching a Zoom class. We also have another station over here for Zoom classes. Yeah, we'll not have Doritos and drinks. We just happen to be working in the gym today. But we have our permanent stations here, and that is because the Zoom classes are a permanent new service that we're offering. So Zoom classes, even though we're getting out of, having to be quarantined in our houses, those are going to stay. We're actually hoping to keep expanding those classes. Some of you who may have respiratory problems, if you have any health issues that allow you not to be able to come, number one, you should not come to the gym. If you have any thing that affects you as far as makes you a susceptible person to having COVID-19 or makes you in that group of people that's high risk, please do not come. Use our Zoom classes instead. Anybody can use the Zoom classes, but it's an especially good tool for people that are in that high risk group. If you're sick, please do not come. If you guys have been traveling, if you know people that have had COVID-19, or even the flu for that matter, please, make sure that you do not come. We want to make sure that we keep this, that we can stay open, basically, okay? Because if everybody's smart and we do things smart, then we'll be able to stay open and we'll be able to continue to keep opening and keep getting things back to a little bit more of a normalcy. The other thing is that when you do come in, when we showed you outside where you come in that door, the Well Activity Center, which is the center that we're located in, they are going to be scanning every single solitary person that comes through the door. So when your child goes in, you drop them off at the front door. They are going to get checked in with Miss Angelica or whoever's at the desk, and they will walk in the door. They will go to the desk, and they will immediately be scanned for temperature to make sure that whoever's coming in is not, obviously does not have a temperature, because that's one of the big symptoms of COVID-19 and the flu. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But so that's basically the process. You're going to drop off your child. They're going to get checked in at our front desk out there, okay, at the front of the center. And then they will go in. They will get scanned. They will walk into the front door like normal. They will keep their bag with them the whole time. They will come. We will direct them where to sit. They'll have their full hour of class. When they're done, they will be lined up over at the door, over there. Okay, so they'll be practicing either this side of the gym or that end of the gym. And then they'll be lined up over there at the back end of the door, in which case they will wait for parents to come pick them up. We will get radioed, and then we will pick your child up. Okay, so we wanted just to go over all that kind of thing with you. And it's the same exact guidelines that you see being posted everywhere. When you walk into a Wawa, you walk into a store, the same exact thing. If you've been sick, don't come. If you're high risk, don't come. They're still saying right now anybody that's high risk should stay at home. So if you have people in your home that are high risk, that's another thing to think about too. Again, that's a really good opportunity to do the Zoom classes instead. It is the same coaches that are teaching the Zoom classes that teach our regular classes. I teach Zoom classes, so does Coach Brian, so does Coach Barb, as well as Coach Drake, and Coach Haley is doing it right now. And there's Coach Barb, who is my mom.
And here you are on live right
and
now.
this is me. I'm all over the place right now. Okay. So we just wanted to update everybody with that. We are returning to regular schedule as of Monday. And again, utilize the Zoom classes if you're not able to come in, or if you're just saying, you know what, that's fine that we're open, but I don't really want to come back yet. That's absolutely fine. Utilize the Zoom classes, because we're going to keep those going indefinitely. It's not a temporary thing. That is a permanent established part of the business at this point. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to email us or just comment to this video. We'll be replying to comments long after this video is already posted and done, and we'll continue to answer any questions that anybody has. Okay, you guys can say hi to Ivy here. Okay. All right. And does anybody did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Nope.
Good. All right. All right, you guys. Yes, we are very, very excited to get back to having regular classes again. And we are very excited to see you guys next week. Bye-bye.